Ladies, if you love football, you're going to love what UTSA is here to say this morning to you. Something we want you to take part in. Stay with us, like everybody.
This.
We'll be right back. Eileen, here it is. Look, there it is. See? Huh?
Oh, you have to talk to her. I can see her.
Okay. I go, Liz, go show.
I thought you wanted me to show the girls, and I'm like,
No, I go, Liz, go show Jerry. Go show him.
and then I was like, the wave, and then I'm trying to figure it out myself.
I called it wrong. Maybe it's not the wave. Maybe I called it wrong. Okay.
What's up with me trying to learn it on my?
I know. Poor thing. It didn't go well. It didn't go well.
It's hot and we need a place to cool off, so we are headed to the one place that's always being rated as the number.
Then you say the popping like, I'm trying to show the girls the popping like, but then you wanted me to show Jared the popping.
Show Jared so he could start it. The kids. I go show him, Liz, go show him. And you're Liz. I go, no, Liz, go show Jared. He's confused.
It's so small. Let me have you stand right here.
Hey Kenya, it was nice with them waving, and I had to go and try to mess it up, right? It was over, but I was like, I want to see him do that.
Oh my God.
Dance him out. Let him dance out.
Show them.
I'm going, Kenya, I was telling Liz to show Jared so he could see what I wanted him to do. Liz is showing the audience. She's out. Go, what are you doing? Go show Jared. Liz is off. Well, when it is hot and we need a place to chill out, there is no better place like a water park to cool off. In today's trip on a Tankful, Natalie Tejeda headed up to Schlitterbahn to check out their new rides and even some tree houses.
It's hot and we need a place to cool off, so we are headed to the one place that's always being rated as the #1 water park in the world. That is Schlitterbahn, and I am here with Jerry Alvarado with Encira, and we were talking about today the all-electric Chevy Volt.
Fuel range is about 38 miles before you have to recharge the vehicle or use the generator to generate more energy for the battery for this vehicle to run. The beauty about the Volt is you don't have to worry about the battery running down.
Wow.
The generator is actually going to provide more energy to your battery, so you can continue. Even if you go to Schlitterbahn or if you want to go to California, New York, back to Texas, you can actually take the Volt, put a little bit of gas, generate energy for the battery, and bring you back home without worrying that the battery is going to run out.
Well, I am looking forward to our trip today. Let's have the keys.
We headed up I-35 to New Braunfels to the Surfenbahn entrance of Schlitterbahn. The first thing we noticed were houses up in the trees. But these weren't ordinary old Robinson Crusoe-style tree houses. These are deluxe accommodations.
You're right in the heart of Schlitterbahn's water park. We built a variety of different tree houses that you see. What's cool is all the wood that you see was actually made right here on property, and much of it came from the Bastrop wildfires. So instead of just having it burnt or destroyed or turned into mulch, our development group team actually worked with the local officials in Bastrop to bring new life to the wood and have them as part of our tree houses.
And did we mention that every stay in one of Schlitterbahn's lodging facilities includes free tickets to the park? That's a package deal. Oh, and don't forget the view. The Guadalupe River on one side, and on the other, a cool new ride, the falls.
It's really like whitewater rafting, but in a Schlitterbahn kind of way, where the entire ride you're going over whitewater rapids and waterfalls, fast-moving sections, then you have a brief pause before it all begins again.
But before we took a float, we decided to fuel up our human gas tanks.
We will gladly sell you your hamburgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, funnel cakes, Dippin' Dots, those types of things.
All the stuff we love.
That's right. We'll gladly sell it to you. But the cool thing is, again, we know that families are constantly watching their budget. And Schlitterbahn, we've always been very proud of our family amenities. You can pack your own picnic basket, fill it with your own drinks and your lunches, and enjoy a nice long full day this week at stay from the time the park opens to the time it closes, and you know your family is fed with the things that you like. But also in addition to that, we still offer free parking, which is going to save you tons of money at all of our parks. We don't charge for inner tubes or tube rentals like some parks do, and we also offer free life jackets.
So with all that free and a short tram ride, we're ready to hit the falls.
Not only has it been voted the world's best water park ride, it's also the world's longest water park ride at 3,600 feet. So from the time you ride up the top of that aqua there to the time you make just one trip around is almost 30 minutes.
So we headed out and up the conveyor belt. That's when our adventure began. For our day of play at Schlitterbahn, it cost us $85.98 for 2 tickets because we bought them ahead of time at HEB. We brought our lunch and only spent $2.80 on gas, for a grand total of $88.78.
Now that was a fun day at Schlitterbahn. I am exhausted, probably a little sunburned too, but what a great trip. For more information about our trip to Schlitterbahn or cruising in the Chevy Volt, just log on to kens5.com.
Natalie Tejeda looked good in that car, didn't she? Yes, she did. You see how she was kind of leaning to the side? Yes. Well, coming up next, hazardous chemicals found in some of your most common household items. Pay attention to this next segment. We're going to show you where they are and how to get rid of them next.
Okay, let's read through this, Selena. Cooking oil, old batteries, old TVs, and paint. How do you get rid of them? Hopefully they're not going into your trash can. Our Going Green family found a better way to dispose them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
I'm good.
Don't you be tapping it on me, child.
Let's see. Tiffany, you want to scoot over? Tiffany, just a bit.
We go through a lot of batteries here.
Do you?
A lot.
You want to bring them to me? You want me to take them?
Hazardous, toxic, corrosive waste, a deadly mix of chemicals found in some of our
Oh, yeah, we should. I may mention that because I got a container.
Just have her drop them in.
You know where I got those batteries from? From the shelf in the back room. I was like, I think these batteries aren't going to be used anymore. Because every time you take out a battery, just, oh, some next person goes, oh, hey, I think I'll put it right there too.
Right there. You got it.
Thanks.
We're friends. We can do that.
Good, I'm glad you saw that. Because that would be, like, it would be very distracting for the viewer. What is that?
I had a coworker get me so mad at me because I didn't see
Hello,
it.
Dolly.
She looks good.
Looks good.
All right, so cooking oil, old batteries, old TVs, and paint. How do you get rid of them? Hopefully they're not going into your trash can. Our Going Green family found a better way to dispose them.
hazardous, toxic, corrosive waste, a deadly mix of chemicals found in some of our most common household items. They don't have a place at the recycling center, and they should not be thrown into the trash. Instead, they're welcomed at the city's household hazardous waste facility on Culebra.
Well, Tiffany, we're here at the HHW, and we're waiting for the Arredondo family to come, right?
We are so excited and waiting for them to come, and so I think that's them.
Oh, here they come! So glad you guys could meet us here.
It's a family outing to the household hazardous waste facility, right?
It is.
Okay.
We're ready. Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Okay,
Let's see what you got, Stuart.
One by one, the Arredondo family unload.
Okay, a computer from what, circa 1985?
This is probably like one of the originals. And we brought some paints, batteries,
Okay,
light bulbs,
light
motor
bulbs
oil.
are good, motor oil's good.
Monitor, keyboard.
That's good.
Items that contain mercury, cadmium, and other hazardous chemicals. If not disposed properly, they could end up in our precious water supply, the Edwards Aquifer.
So you're looking at paints, you're looking at oils, your batteries, the computer equipment, old cell phones, any of that kind of stuff, the light bulbs. Those are what we consider household hazardous waste, even pool chemicals.
So important too, right, to not throw your paint into the trash.
Exactly, because as we all know, we don't want those types of things either seeping into the ground or seeping into the landfills or any of that type of thing. You definitely don't want to throw your paint on the ground.
I mean, literally, this has been stored in our home since before we moved in. This is from the original owners.
Oh, wow.
We had no idea what to do with it until Tiffany, came and explained to us what can be brought here. And so we thought, great. I mean, it was just in our garage, sitting there.
Your old paint supply is given a second chance at doing a good deed.
We collect old paint here. We remake it into paint as long as it's not completely dried up. We can make it again and we use it and we give it to our code enforcement department and they use it for graffiti wipeout.
Yes, old computers are dropped off here, but Javier took one extra step.
We took out the hard drive because, of course, we have vital information. I don't want our information to go out, leaked out, and fraud happen. So that's very important. So if parents or children or whoever, when they take it out, don't forget to take out the hard drive.
Absolutely. Kids, did we learn something?
No fives today.
It was a family affair. Now joining us is Tiffany Edmonds from the City Solid Waste Management Department. Good morning,
Eileen,
Tiffany.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think the Arredondo family learned a lot from you.
I think
over there at
They did really
HHW.
well at HHW, and I think this
Yes.
is something that a lot of families can learn, or residents can learn about, not to dispose of those kind of items in their trash,
Right,
or on the
because-
ground.
Or on the ground, right?
Right.
You don't want to pour cooking oil or motor oil on
Absolutely.
the ground. You don't want to put it into your trash can.
You don't want any of those types of chemicals to seep out, because we all know that sometimes they can get a little messy and they can seep out of the bags, and then that seeps onto the ground, which could potentially harm our environment. So we want to make sure that we dispose of them correctly and also have the opportunity to recycle them if possible.
Okay, what I really absolutely love is that you brought some stuff here, just some examples, just to remind everybody at home that these are some of the things you do not want to throw into the ground. Your laptop,
Not
obviously.
the laptop,
Yes.
absolutely. You don't want to
Yes.
throw that. That can be recycled into other parts. They can use it later on, so you want to go ahead and get rid of that.
Okay.
And do that at the HHW.
Okay, and then chemicals as well here, cleaning supplies and all that.
Right, because things get old. You keep them around for a while, so you want to make sure you get rid of the chemicals correctly.
And I do like that the paint cans, when you bring them in, whether you have a little bit or maybe a lot of paint in the cans that you don't absolutely need, they're going to be reused.
It's going to be reused. It's going to be made into a different color. It's not going to necessarily look like the color you gave us. If you gave us this passionate pink, it won't necessarily be passionate pink, but it will allow us to go ahead and wipe out some of the graffiti across San Antonio.
So that's where it's going.
That's where it's going, and so it's going back to the environment. It's doing good for San Antonio, and that's all we really want.
Okay, a lot of the things that we do use here are batteries.
Batteries.
I'm going to give some of these batteries
Yeah,
to you.
I'm going to take those batteries from
Okay.
you so that you don't have them
We
here
use
and you don't
a
throw
lot
them away.
of batteries for our mics.
Of course.
For our, we've got these packs that we use that are attached to hearing devices. So those things, they really do need to go to HHW.
They really do need to go. So if you have any kind of batteries, even the reusable batteries, everything, if you're not going to, you don't have your connector anymore to reuse it, make sure that you put your batteries in a bag, take them over to the HHW, bring your CPS energy bill and your
Yes.
ID. It's free service that you get as your San Antonio resident, so
service.
please take advantage of it.
Okay, Fridays and Saturdays. So tomorrow HHW is open.
HHW is open on most Fridays and Saturdays, except for a couple of holidays. And so go ahead, go to our website, www.sanantonio.gov/SWND, and get all the full hours.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you so much,
Thanks,
Tiffany.
Eileen, for having me.
All right, coming right up, it's a fun and interactive clinic for all women who love football. Details on how you can be a part of it, that's after the break.
Start counting for me.
1, 2, 3.
Keep counting.
1, 2, 3.
It's a mic check. Okay, you're good. Okay, I'm gonna have you sit on the edge, right?
Hi. Good.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, you too. Hey, we will have fun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What's going on with that belt? How are you? Good
How
to,
are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You look
Diana
beautiful.
Coker.
Hi,
So do
Diana.
You always do.
Oh, you're so sweet, Diana. You've been on before.
I have not. Lynn
You
has.
haven't. Lynn has. I
Yeah.
know. Dun, 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 dun.
1, 2, 3,
Now, Larry
4,
is
5, 6.
your.
Okay.
That's right. That's what I thought. I was going to say that after quiz prize, and I thought, Lord, let me be sure.
Okay.
Sit right here, Lynn.
All right.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
I'll do a last minute check.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
now, lady, you can scoot over just a little bit.
Yes.
And you, I'm
Okay.
sorry, Lynn, you can scoot over here just a little bit. And then angle your knees towards Bridget.
Got you.
Don't mind any
It's
of
going
the
to be
cameras.
fun.
Okay?
Hi, good to
Hi,
see
I'm
you
Lynn.
again, Lynn. Thank you for being here.